Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the third round. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run the counter. Craig. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now, the scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Craig, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed. Blankenship are going to take over at their own 41. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away.
There he goes right side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith catches left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 131 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this. And he will take it. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Big play! Big play!
So we have reached halftime here in the
Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
On second down now, it's Craig, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. First down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, Craig, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Craig.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They go back to INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1.
Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And The Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to work. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Craig.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing here, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
On 1st down, Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Prescott here to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle.
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra.
Today, from AT&T Stadium.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well. Downfield.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that
I'm
penalty.
so confused. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 13 carries, 63 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike McCarthy took... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A 1st down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because they
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing it.
There he goes left side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route. Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now on second down. Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdowns. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Prescott, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
4th down, Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Craig, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on a...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Prescott yet again. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, it's Craig. He will push his way down to about the 14. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. They work now on 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, I think even he's... Charles, a lot of happy faces.